Hello everyone, I'm Kate Rolfe and I am really excited to be here with you all. I write and illustrate picture books such as this one, Wolf and Bear, and this one, Wiggling Words, which means that I get to spend all day long inventing fun stories and then drawing the pictures for them. I really love picture books, and in fact I still have lots of the picture books that I used to love when I was tiny. I've kept them, as well as lots of new cool picture books that have come out since. Oh, you might recognise some of those. But today I'm going to tell you a little bit about Wolf and Bear, which is my first picture book. So Wolf and Bear are very good friends, but they are quite different from each other. So Wolf is playful and funny, whereas Bear is more quiet and thoughtful. Their friendship has some difficult times and some big emotions, but in the end they find a way that they can be together without either of them having to change. So Wolf still enjoys doing what she enjoys and Bear enjoys doing what he enjoys, and they find a way that they can share something that they enjoy doing together. When I started working on Wolf and Bear, I set myself a challenge to draw 1,000 wolves and 1,000 bears. And I don't know if I ever got there, but I drew lots and lots of wolves. In fact, I think I did more than 1,000 in the end, but I did lose count. And I was very lucky. I got to meet some real wolves and to draw them in person. I got to stroke them. Now, wolves can normally be very dangerous, and you wouldn't want to get too close. But I was very lucky to meet some wolves that were domesticated and had been born in a lady's house. So one way that really helped me was that I got to look at the real wolves, and I drew these quickly. And then later on, I took those same positions and I turned them into my wolf character so that I could really see how wolves do actually behave. And there was this one moment where the wolves were rolling on the floor like puppies, and I managed to capture it in my sketchbook. So this was the pose. And if I had sat down at my desk and thought, I'm going to draw a wolf today, there's no way I would have actually put them in that position. I would never have thought to make wolves act like that. But I turned it into my wolf character and it made it into the book. Let me show you. So it made it onto the title page of the book. Look at that. So it was really helpful to get to meet some real wolves because it just really helped the wolf character sort of come together for me. I didn't meet any bears because I don't know if you know this, but bears are even more dangerous than wolves and you wouldn't want to meet them. But I did draw lots of them moving from video. So I used YouTube and I slowed down the clips so that you could see the way that the bears moved. It's really helpful to see like body language and how they act and where their weight shifts as they move. So I did lots and lots of studies of them, and I counted up to several hundred before I lost count. But yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of them, and you can see gradually as it starts to turn into my bear character. And much later, let's skip a few pages, you can see it's starting to really turn into bear there, isn't it? So there we go. I like to draw from videos as well as from life. Mostly I'd prefer to actually get to meet characters that are like my character, so getting to see the wolves. But if I can't, then video is really helpful because you can actually see them moving. So another thing I like to do is to experiment with different types of art making and materials. And with Wolf and Bear, the metaphor in the story is light and shadow. So that reflects the two different characters' moods. And when Bear is feeling a bit down, he goes to retreat into the shadow, whereas Wolf is always skipping about in the light. And so I wanted to use a technique called cyanotype printmaking, which is quite literally painting with sunlight and shadow. Here are some photos of me at work demonstrating how the cyanotype works with light and shadow. It's a really exciting experiment to try as well, and it's something that you could do in your classroom over the summer. So have a go at that. So over the last couple of years, I have been very lucky to win a few awards for my books. For example, the V&A Student Illustrator of the Year Award and two World Illustration Awards. Wow. But that's not the best part of my job. The most important bit for me is getting to tell my story and share my personal experience, because all of my books are based on something that I feel really passionate about. And usually that is because I've experienced it personally in my life. I also love visiting schools like yours, like we're doing today. Together, we usually find really fun ways to express our feelings through drawing and words. And hopefully together we can do some of that today too. Because here's the thing, everyone has a story to tell. Whether you love writing or drawing or making music or dance, however you like to communicate, your story matters. So keep creating and keep exploring, and maybe one day I'll be reading a book of yours too.